shout out to everyone who's come up to me and told me they appreciate the last video I did on Maui. Guys, keep coming up to me. It's really cool to hear your feedback and get some wisdom from you too. So this video is kind of feeding off the last video because I said something that everyone says in videos about Maui or Hawaii, and that's when you get here, slow down. And though the idea behind that is great, the actual wording of that is absolutely terrible. The truth is, when you get here to Maui, if your goal is just to slow down, you're going to cause issues here. A lot of tourists are slowed down, okay? They're looking everywhere, they're looking at everything, and they're not recognizing that there's people trying to get to work. You're on the Hana Highway and you don't know that, there's people up there, living up there, that are trying to get home to their families. Maybe they're trying to get somewhere for sunset or sunrise. That's really important here. And if you're not being mindful and you're just in that slow down phase, you're going to cause congestion and issues. So my suggestion to you is to get into a flow. So flow down, right? Don't slow down necessarily, but find your own rhythm and flow here, because as you come to the island, you're going to go through an adjustment, okay? The island's going to move through you and teach you a way of how to be here, if you listen, right? That's the medicine. And if you get into a flow here, if you just start breathing and feeling into your body and feeling into the air and feeling into the water, and start getting in touch with your own true timing, because you've been on the mainland, you've been where you've been, and it's kind of like go, go, go. You're on everyone else's time and schedule. But when you come here, if you use it as an opportunity to really get in touch with yourself, what will happen is you'll come into your awareness, and that's something that is grossly absent from, well, most people, right? A lot of people in the world, sadly, but from visitors, that is something really absent. You guys are coming here to decompress, and some of you have been really stressed out, and this is your place to just like let it all out. But that's really, most people don't go about it in a very mindful way, and that doesn't bode well for either sides. What we really need is for people to drop into their center and become mindful, because when you get mindful, you will receive full rejuvenation here on Maui. You'll get a whole new rhythm to take home with you to expand into your world, and then your one vacation here doesn't have to be the one time that you can just chill out. You're going to learn a very sustainable way of being that feels better than the ways of being from before. Mosquitoes don't usually get me. I'm getting me right now. So find your flow. Find your flow. How do you do that? You start breathing. You start feeling into the elements. You bring your awareness into yourself, and you recognize that there are other people around you. My friend always says, she wishes there were signs around that say other people exist. Because you'll be walking down the street looking at the shops, and you're not making room for anyone. You need to still be mindful, right? It's not about shimmying out of someone's way. It's just about recognizing where you are. Where are you in all of this? And when you start developing that awareness, like I say, it's going to nurture you, and it's something you can just continue to harness and grow and take back into your world. If you use Maui as a place to just come and like decompress and let it all go and blah 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 and trash your room and whatever, you're just gonna swing back to your old life. Maui is an opportunity to learn about respect and honor, and as you learn about these things and you cultivate these practices, you recognize what is sustainable for you. Okay, because the vacation way of being isn't very sustainable. Sorry about the wind, guys. And the mainland go 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 isn't very sustainable either. Hence all the medications everyone is on these days for stress and anxiety and high blood pressure and all that good stuff. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I want the message to get across. There's more to this place than just a place to let all your shit go, It's a place of learning to embody something better. You know, why do you think it feels so good over here? Because it's different, because there are things that you can adopt here. You know, a way of being with the land and the surroundings and the other people, the aloha spirit. It's all here for you to recognize and develop within yourself. If you just see it and go, oh, cool, you know, it's kind of similar to when I see people, okay, we take sunsets pretty seriously around here, right, guys? Pretty seriously. And when you post up and you're looking at a sunset, that's a moment for you. That's a moment for you. I've had tourists come in my line of view and stand there and snap a bunch of pictures. That's not Pono. That's not okay. And I've had people do what's even worse to me, is they drive up and they snap the sunset and they cruise out. I don't even think they take the time to look at the sunset. They're like, it looks good in my lens, okay, I'm gonna post that on all my social medias. It's silly. It's silly, and it's just not, that's out of flow too. That's not serving you. What's going to serve you is to soak up the goodness here and to give something to this space. You know, to see something this beautiful and say, I gave something to that space. I gave love and honor and respect, and I'm going to continue to give that to this space even when I fly back home. And so I'm always going to be in an energetic exchange with that space. And won't it feel good to always be connected to Maui in that way? So get into a flow, okay? Slow down when you get here to find your flow. Don't just stay slow. Slow to find your flow. And then start cruising. I promise you, if you take that time, it's going to make a massive difference. And recognize that people live here. People live in this space, okay? It's not Disneyland. It's not something that's just been set up for your pleasure, even though come enjoy to all the wonderful, you know, good people out there. But it's not that. It is a place where there's so many people that, you know, were born and raised here, and I've been here 4 years. They have jobs, you know, they have families, they have obligations, and if you're sitting there in your car just looking at the shops, you know, you're slowing down the flow here, and that's the worst thing you can do, is slow down the flow. So get into a beautiful flow here on Hawaii, and I just have to give a quick shout out to Black Koa. Yeah, these guys are awesome. Look at their logo, you guys. Strength and honor. Their website is blackkoa.com, and I'll link the website in the description. And they've offered a promo code for this video, PONO, P-O-N-O, 10% off their entire store when you shop there for a limited time. We don't know how long it's going to be. We don't know. We haven't decided yet. Hawaiian style. But these guys are really cool, and they give 1% back to the planet. And if you read their mission statement, oh my gosh, they're all about love, honor, respect, aligning with the divine, and listening to, you know, listening to spirit, and aligning with the ancient wisdom and knowing. And it's really cool just to see that on, you know, a company website, that these guys have such a good intention behind everything. And they've got some really cool gear. They've got some really cool gear. I feel like it would give you instant cred to have this gear if you're going to come visit. Alright, you guys. I'm going to show you around real quick. Do you guys want to see what my video stand was? It was an Avo. So Hawaiian. And I'm actually right by the ocean. I bet some of you guys know where this is at, right? Beautiful. Hold up, I'm gonna get you guys to the ocean.